Hello guys and welcome to my crazy. I wasn't gonna record this video, but so I wasn't gonna record about today because, to be honest, I had one phone dying, then another phone was like half charged, and I was like, I don't know, because I haven't edited any videos on here, so I wasn't sure if I was gonna have enough space, but apparently I do. So today, guys, me and Adam went and saw Wicked at the BFI IMAX in London. And I am home. Bless Adam, he's had to go back due to a family emergency. So basically, it is just like me, basically, in this video today. But yeah, so we went and saw Wicked today. If you are a theatre fan like I am, I would absolutely say go see it. I've been psyched for this movie for a long time. When I first saw it come out in a trailer, I was like, no, we are going to watch it. That's it. So obviously we booked the tickets to go up. I mean, to be honest, we splurged today. I mean, there was popcorn, nachos, drinks, pick and mix. We literally splurged today, like literally. And I'll be honest, like when I went in, I wasn't like 100% sure how this would come out, because obviously I'm a big theatre fan and I really like Wicked. So I was a bit like going into it going like, how could this go? And do you know what I have to say? Like, my pure, honest opinion, I really enjoyed it. The person that played Elphaba, oh my God, she just fit it so well. And her singing was amazing. And I love the fact that she did it on her take, like her own take, and it really did just like reminisce with me, and I was like, oh my God, I was like, I like this already, like. And then it was actually quite good as well, because they kind of made the film its own. So it was the same storyline, but kind of made in bits they made it their own, which was actually thought was quite good as well. I really enjoyed that as well. And obviously with a movie you can do a lot more than in a theatre, because obviously theatre you've got one stage, you know, you have to use a certain amount of props and you've only got a certain amount of time. Where the movie, obviously, you can make it as long as you want or how long you want, whatever. And I have to say, it was absolutely brilliant, because it was like, where it needed to be light, it was light, but when it needed to be dark, it was dark. It was just freaking amazing. I'll be honest, like, the more I watched, the more I was like absorbed into it. I was like, oh my God, I'm really absorbed. And I like, obviously there are different takes on it as well. I don't really want to spoil for you guys, but it's gonna come out, so just beware, spoiler alerts. I definitely like the beginning. I love the way they did it, how they portrayed Elphaba as a kid. That was absolutely brilliant, because you don't actually see that in the theatre show. You only see it from when she was an adult, basically. So that was absolutely amazing. I actually really enjoyed that, and obviously it actually showed some of her powers then, which was actually great, because like beforehand you didn't really know a lot about it. That was just freaking amazing. And then, like, you know, the more we were kind of getting into it, and the way they did it, her going to Shiz as well, that threw me, because obviously I thought in the theatre show she was actually originally going to Shiz, and then in the movie she wasn't. So I was like, oh, okay, like, different twist, plot twist. I was like, okay, like let's do this. I was like, okay, cool, and really enjoyed it. I was like, okay, this didn't take, but no, I'm really enjoying it. I was worried about Fiyero coming into this, because when I first saw it, what's the guy that won the show of Joe, this Technicolor Dreamcoat, him, I can't remember, something Lee, I think it is. I'm sorry, I'll get a picture of him here. Obviously I saw that and I was like, I don't know how this is going to be. Like, I don't actually know, because like in the theatre, obviously they just go to the ballroom. They don't really say that they can't go. And then obviously in the movie, it's completely different. It is literally like, oh, it's a place that's banned, but we're going to sneak out and go. And I was just like, welcome to the upstairs ballroom. I was like really into it. And what I actually liked about the BFI, like, obviously before it started, they were like, if you want to hum, don't sing because you're going to annoy people. And the way they were doing it, like, you weren't going to be popular, you know, stuff like this and this, which was quite clever on their part. But they were also saying, if you want to clap, clap. So every song that happened, everyone clapped in the BFI. I'm not even kidding you. Everyone was like, ah! Like, literally. And obviously, I'm actually quite an emotional person. I'm wacky, as you can see. But I'm not even kidding you. I lost my shit. My emotions were here, there. I was like, oh my God, like, I've lost the plot. And I was just like, yeah, keep going. Keep sucking me in. And then, obviously, you don't see, obviously, in the theatre, you don't see a lot of Elphaba training her powers, where in the movie you were. And I thought that was a really nice take as well. And actually, I thought it was quite nice as well because, it was based mainly on Elphaba, which is correct because that is what it's about. And I was just like, I'm falling. I didn't want to fall in love with it, but I have. Literally, we were only halfway through the movie, and I was like, yeah, I'm sold. Literally, I am sold already. Okay. And then, the more it was getting into, and I thought as well, it was very good as well that, I don't know, tell me in the comments if I'm wrong, please do, because it's been a while since I've seen the theatre show. I thought in the theatre show that both Elphaba and Glinda were actually asked both to go to the Emerald City, not just Elphaba. And obviously that's where it kind of threw me off a little bit. And I was like, is that right? I can't remember. I was literally trying to rack my brain. And I was like, okay, right. Let's just forget. But I like the way the invitation was done. They did the little air balloon with the little toy and it came out, poked out. That was really good. But I have to say, freaking awesome. And I did like it with the animals as well, because I wasn't sure how they were going to do one scene. So basically, the Professor Dillion is a goat. A talking goat. And basically, what happened is in Oz, they're, not letting animals teach no more. And I wasn't sure how they were going to do this. I was a bit worried because I was like, I can't remember which bit it was. And obviously you saw a bit where he kind of, because in the theatre, he does it while he's in class. He does it when everyone's away and it's only just him and Elphaba. But in the thing, he actually does it where he secretly goes off and meets other animals and talking about what the issue is. And obviously then Elphaba has sawn him, followed him, and then obviously listened into the conversation. And that is how she found out something was bad in Oz in the movie. So I was like, actually, that's quite a good eye as well. But I thought the bit where, because obviously in there you just see Professor Dillion has stopped talking. And I was like, okay, what do we do next? Literally, I was like, okay, how is this going to go? I can't remember with the carb, because I remember there was a bit of a carb. And then I love it. I was like, actually, this is a very good way of doing it. So basically, in the theatre show, there's a section where Professor Dillion is replaced, and basically there's a lion cub in a cage, and obviously he's been tortured to stop him from talking. So obviously then Elphaba uses her powers and basically kidnaps him with Fiero and buggers off. So I was like, okay, how are they going to do this bit? And the way they did it, so they basically got, during the class, Professor Dillion was taken out and then another professor come in. But what I liked about this scene, this is what made it its own, was the fact that basically she'd brought poppies in for Professor Dillion because obviously he likes poppies, he just likes the flower, it makes him happy. And she had him on her thing, and basically she just went boom, and then all the poppies just floated up and then put everyone to sleep in the class. I was like, that is brilliant. And it was only her and Fiero that were the only two that were actually awake, and no one knew why. Even Fiero was like, why am I still awake? And I love it because Fiero took the carb, then obviously they left and released him, and I thought that was a very good section. That totally had my going. So the next section I was actually worried about was going to be the Emerald City. Obviously, we're now getting to near the end of the movie, and I was like, well, actually, in the theatre it's halfway, but in the movie it will be the end of the movie. But to be honest, there's going to be 2 parts, so it doesn't really matter. It's not the end. So, and I was like, okay, so Glinda ended up just going with Elphaba. Okay, cool. Emerald City, brilliant. Really loved it. The song just flowed very well as well. I thought that was very good. I like the fact that they put the Wizard of Oz theatre thing in there, which I thought was actually quite good as well. I don't remember it being in the theatre show, but please put it in the comments if I am wrong. Please do. And then I was like, okay, let's see what happens next. Obviously, this is where you see like the scared side of Elphaba, which I actually thought was really, really good. Because I knew obviously Defying Gravity was coming up. I just didn't know when, and I was just a bit like, okay. And then I was like, hang on a minute. Well, you're now saying to me that like, you know, there's that animals there as God. So I was like, this is where I was a bit confused. I was like, but hang on a minute, what happened to the other ones, you know? So what I thought was good was that Elphaba, yes, created the monkeys. The monkeys with wings, we know that. It's very rare in the books and the theatre show. The way they did it was only supposed to happen to one, but then happened to the whole army. And I was like, okay, this is actually very good. They've done this bit very well. Actually, I thought it was actually quite well, because obviously in the theatre show, they all just end up having wings, like, basically. And obviously then you see the Wizard of Oz, who's broad, you know. So I was like, okay, brilliant. Like, this is right. We're getting closer to this Defying Gravity bit. This was the bit that I was like worried about. I was like, okay, this is the next bit I am really worried about, because obviously Defying Gravity is one of my favourite songs out of Wicked, and if they cocked that up, I would have been really pissed, to be honest. So I actually quite like it, because the teacher that was trying to help Elphaba with her powers obviously then came in and then obviously turned everyone against Elphaba. But that was brilliant the way they did it. And I was actually thought it was very good as well, where she actually said to the monkeys, like, if you don't get her, then I'm going to kill your family. So obviously the monkeys then turned on her. So then I was like, okay, so how does the monkey actually get it? So that's going to probably obviously be portrayed in the next movie. So I was like, okay, cool. And then like, I'm so sorry guys, I've got a dry throat because I'm just like so excited right now. And I was like, okay, cool. And then I was like, okay, right, here comes the song. The song's coming up. You can hear the music coming. I'm getting all chills. I'm getting emotional. I'm like holding Adam's hand. I'm like, babe, like, I'm getting really excited. And I love the fact that they delayed it a little bit as well. So obviously they're getting a hot air balloon, try to escape. That obviously doesn't work. And then obviously end up in the attic. And like, obviously I was like, okay. And like, when the singing started, I was like, oh my God, here we go. It's getting there. We're getting to power. And like, Elphaba, just like, the person that played Elphaba was fucking brilliant. I was like, great. Get in there. Like, we're there. Like, the high pitch was great. And obviously, she obviously used the book to help her fly. And obviously, I like the fact Glinda was like, so, where's your wings? Like, where's your wings? That's not in the movie. In the theatre. So I was like, oh my God. Plot twist a little bit. And then just all of a sudden, obviously, you just get this broom. This broom that was used as a, like, post to hold them off. And then obviously came flying up. I was like, here we go. The power. You could feel the power of the movie, like, through the screen. I was like, here we go. It's happening. And then just as soon as she got that broom and was, like, on it. And then I thought what was good was, because I thought she was just basically, when they fought through, she was just going to run out. But she didn't. She was like trying to protect Glinda, saying like, oh, it's not her, you want me, you know. And then all of a sudden, I thought she was just going to drop and go. She didn't. She run back in, jumped over the gap, and then jumped out the window. And obviously it took her a minute to understand what to do. And obviously she just saw the child of herself and then just grabbed it, and it was the broom, bring it back in, and then all of a sudden just flying. And the song was absolutely amazing. I was like, got the chills. I'm crying at this point. I'm like, oh my God, like, shit. I'm like, shit, the shit's getting real. I'm sorry for my swearing, but shit's getting real. And yeah, and I was really hoping, I just wanted to keep going. I was like, I just want to keep watching. I want to keep watching. I want to keep watching. I want to keep watching, you know. And then I love it how she flies up, finishes the song, and then she comes back down. She goes to, like, everyone listen well and take a message back from me, you know, right, this is what I'm saying, you know. And then she flies off. And then obviously, then it just says, to be continued. And I was like, what? What? I was like, no, I want this to be like the next part already. I was like, oh, God damn it. And I just turned to Adam, I'm crying. I'm like, oh my God, I got the chills. I'm crying. I'm really upset. So I was like, the emotions And then I want to see, Adam was like, after the film, Adam was like, look, just run me through some bits. Obviously, I remember it a little bit more than he does. I mean, there were bits where I kind of forgot, which is fair enough. And I was just like, yeah, there's books. I actually didn't know there was a 4th book. We found that out when we came out. I was like, damn it, I've read the 3, but not 4. So I was like, gotta go see if I've got the book still, because I really want to read them back again. And I was like, God damn you. I was like, God damn you, you know. And Adam was like, actually, I really enjoyed this. Like, Adam was adamant last year he wasn't going to see it with me. He was like, no, I'm not going to see it. And when I said to him, let's go see it at the BFI, he was like, okay, I'm coming. Like, he likes the BFI, okay? Like, it's his main place to go. I was like, okay, cool. We can get you here then. That's cool. And he was like, yeah, I'll come. So I actually didn't think he would come. And then he just said to me, I'm booking tickets. I'm taking the day off. We're going. And I was like, great. And I'll be honest, I was like hugging him. And I was like, babe, I cannot believe it. I was like, damn it. And obviously, in the meantime, before this, obviously, we had some family issues. And obviously, he's now had to go back home tonight. So I was a bit down in the dumps because I was like, I really want to finish the weekend with him. You know, really talk about the movie a lot more. And he was like, yeah, babe, you know what? We will talk about it more anyway. But I was like, Joe, what? I'm going to make a video. Like, anyway. He's probably going to be like, fucking hell, Sarah, you made a video about me, you know. We've got such amazing pictures of the show. Before the show, sorry, not of the show. Before the show, we literally took some photos outside. I will put these at the end of the. I'll probably put some random ones up here, like literally just up here. Hopefully you'll see. But yeah, guys, it was amazing. I'm gonna give it like 100 out of 100. I'm sorry. I'm very much not easily pleased, but that was just like. Boom! Expectations have been met. Singing great. Galinda, great. I actually quite like the fact how they made Galinda more ditzy in this. Like, more blonde. Like. And then I just remember the swish, swish. Swish, swish. So, yeah, definitely. I recommend, guys. I really do. Please let me know in the comments. Have you seen Wicked in the movies? Let me know. I wanted to come out the first day it came out, and I think it was today was the first day. I could be wrong, but I wanted to go see it opening weekend. It was happening. We did it. So, good. See, it's getting late, guys. Like, I still need to go shower. I still need to go do some bits, you know. But yeah, it is 100% go see Wicked the musical. No. Wicked in the movies right now, guys. Please go see it and let me know in the comments what did you think. I have heard some opinions so far. Some people didn't like the singing. Some people didn't like some of this, which I get it. It's not everyone's cup of tea. Obviously, I am actually a big Wicked fan. It would probably be very hard for me not to like it. I mean, like, my sister likes Phantom of the Opera, but she didn't like the movie version of Phantom of the Opera, so it was a bit weird for her. I don't know why, because obviously it's the same as the theatre show, so I wasn't quite sure what she didn't like. But I think, to be honest, yes, she saw the theatre show after. So if you want my honest opinion, you should go see the theatre show first before you see the movie, like, if that makes sense. But she didn't like it. She didn't like Phantom of the Opera, where I loved it. I was absolutely, like, I was hooked. That's what kind of got me into musicals to start off with. So Phantom of the Opera was the first theatre show I'd actually ever really, really seen in my adulthood. I think it was in my adulthood, like I think I was about 20. But yeah, like, everyone has a different opinion. I know not everyone's opinion is going to be the same, and I get it. I totally get it. I understand. If you're not a big fan, please let me know in the comments. Just say, like, what you didn't like about it, you know. But yeah, I think they're great. Like, pretty much bang on. I'm definitely looking forward to the second part. Cannot wait for the second part. Hopefully it's not going to be too long, but I know it's probably going to be like another year or so. So I'm just basically going to have to wait. But anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I've been ranting on for nearly 20 minutes. I'm going to love you and leave you all. But I will see you in the next craziest video. Bye! Wicked!